Hi, my name's Steph Rovetti. I'm a scrum half and fly half on the USA Women's Sevens rugby team, and you're watching The American Athlete. They were so good, and they were like, moving a million miles per hour, and here I was like not knowing anything, and they were so patient with me, and they taught me everything about the game, and they were so uplifting in a way that I had never seen in sport before. I grew up playing all sports. I played soccer, did track, I did basketball, I did softball. I initially fell in love with basketball and stuck with that. It's funny, when I found rugby at age of 26, where I found this modge podge of these athletes that had been college soccer players or hockey players, and it was kind of a unique experience where you kind of see all these players bringing their own sport into rugby. I think that's what I found really cool about rugby when I came, and you'll have the hockey players that are carving up the field, or the kickers that have been soccer players. I played basketball in college, so I didn't find rugby till 27 years old. My sister had played in college, and so she was familiar with rugby, and so she really encouraged me to go out and play. And I was living down in San Diego. There's a really good community of rugby players, so I did it initially just socially, just to meet some new people and fulfill that competitive drive I had in me. I went to my first practice. I fell in love. When I first started playing rugby, I felt like I needed to put on a lot of muscle, get a lot bigger to compete with these girls. But I think as I went throughout my career, I found like, what's the best for me that I can express myself in the best way? So that doesn't mean I have to gain 30 pounds, and like, how do I feel comfortable where I can express myself and express my strength? Rugby is such a diverse sport in body types and strengths, and so I think it took me on a journey to just like find my identity of who I wanted to be, and I don't have to conform to any person or any size. Of like, I can be myself, and I can create my own identity and what I feel, and I can express myself in that way, and it doesn't have to look like anything that I don't want it to look like. I played with the Surfers, so I played in San Diego for that summer, and then got invited to come train with the national team just as a trial period to kind of see how things go, and I was really, really new to the sport, and so it was a very challenging time. I was still working at the time and being kind of thrown in the fire. I saw rugby in the really light, fun side, where I got to build these great bonds with these girls, and then you go to the professional side where this is your job, you're representing your country, and these are the best rugby players in the whole United States. I'm a halfback. I play fly half and scrum half, so I play more of a playmaker role. We have some really strong players on our team. We have a lot of physical players on our team. We have a lot of shifty players. We have a lot of speed players, and so my role is trying to connect all those pieces, expressing my own strengths, but also allowing my teammates to be able to express their strengths the best that they can, and how I can facilitate in that. It's a little bit difficult because we have so many different types of players, and we have so many types of strengths that, like, how do we put them all together? And I think we have a lot of people on our team that like are those glue pieces. I aspire to be that. I try to be that. I hope that they feel like I'm that. I was a point guard in basketball, so that role comes pretty natural to me, and just finding confidence in that. When I play basketball, I have played in arenas that have a lot of fans, and I've played at a high level in that sport, and so I was familiar with that kind of high level of competition. And then my first tour was Dubai, and I remember going out into this full stadium, and I was like a 7-year-old kid. It was so overwhelming, just the amount of support in these countries and the love for rugby and the energy that it brought. I had never experienced anything like it. That feeling is so addicting. To feel that energy on a field and have that energy surrounding you is unlike anything else. And to wear a USA on your chest is, I'm trying to think of the words to describe it, but it's undescribable. To be able to go to a different country and represent everybody that's back home, your family, your friends, your community. It's, I know, an experience that I'll never get again. Something that I want to make people proud of how we play and what we do, and to see everybody else doing the same. I think you see the Australias, the Fijis, the Spains, all those teams like having that same feeling in their heart and competing against each other it's undescribable.